Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of the day is amazing. I'm going to tell you right now, if you like cutting snake eggs, we're going to jump right into a clutch right now. So let's just go ahead and have a great day together, push our problems aside, and let's go cut some snake eggs. Alright, so we are just going to jump into some egg cutting. This is pretty cool because, of course, the parents are... The mama that laid the clutch was actually a firefly het for ghost. And daddy is actually this clown that's actually het for hypo, or what they would call ghost. But there is one little wrinkle to this, right? Because the firefly is obviously a pastel in a fire, and it's het for ghost, and of course the clown is het for ghost. Theoretically, we could get ghost fireflies that are het for clown, which would be pretty cool. But unfortunately, one day, we accidentally had a champagne het for ghost in. We didn't see any breeding, so it was a mistake, and hopefully that father didn't throw a little monkey wrench in the problem. But we're going to go ahead and cut the clutch, and we're going to see if there's champagnes in there, then we know we screwed up. If there's not, we know that the clown het for ghost is. So let's just go ahead and jump into the first egg. And here we go. We're going to start to see what we have in this clutch right off the rip. First egg. Okay, well the first egg, this is actually a really good sign. This is actually a fire. It's not a hypo, it's nothing else, but it is a fire. So we know it's a fire, probable het clown, if the champagne didn't father any of this clutch. So, and again, typically with us, I'll be totally honest with you, we rarely sell a lot of het animals these days. Usually we're just selling as visuals, and I may keep a bunch of these animals back for future breeders so that if they aren't het, I'll know them myself. But I'm not going to sell these as het because unfortunately, once you put that champagne in, there's always a chance it could be the father. So they only are probable hets, not possible hets. My mistake, it happens. Let's move on to egg number 2. All right, here we go. Egg number 2, let's see what we got. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? It looks like another fireball python. So far, we have 2 fires that are probably het for clown, possibly het for ghost. We'll see. Number 3, we still don't know what we're doing here, but number 3, let's get going. Will this start to unravel the mystery or not? And a possible pastel fire. So far we haven't hit anything of the males at all, right? So we don't know if the dad was the clown or we don't know if the dad was the champagne yet. We know what the mom is because she's a pastel of fire that's het for ghost. So far we have 2 fires and a pastel, 4 more eggs to go. It's always interesting when this happens, where you're not 100% sure who the father is and you're trying to kind of figure it out. You just want to see something visual to tell you, all right, now I know what's going on. And it looks like we have just a normal pastel here. So the odds are really wonky on this clutch. And I've told you guys this a million times. You get good odds, you get bad odds. Sometimes you crush it like we did with that one clown clutch, and sometimes you miss a bunch. But we still have 3 eggs. And if these 3 eggs are something really cool, then we end up doing pretty well with the odds. Let's just see what happens. All right, come on, give me just anything at all that I can tell. And unfortunately, another fireball python. So far, definitely not getting very far with this clutch, but still could be genetically some cool stuff. Don't get me wrong, if there's a fire that's het for clown, that's a cool animal to raise up, you know, especially if it's a female, can raise it up, breed it back to something and get some really cool clown stuff. So I'm not upset regardless of what happens. I'm always happy when we've got good babies. Let's go, got 2 more eggs. And let's see what we got here. All right, and oh my gosh, this is a normal ball python, people. A normal ball python. Now the good news is, in honesty, is that if it was a champagne het for ghost that fathered this, we've already cut 2, 4, 6 eggs. Pretty good chances that at least one of these animals would have been champagne, because on average 1 and 2 are champagnes, right? So we pretty much now know that the clown was probably 99.9% the clown was the dad to this. We haven't hit the ghost stuff, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we pretty much are sure that these are all going to be het for clown. Again, I'm not going to sell them as that, but I can keep them back and raise them up, considering that I'm probably 99% sure. Last egg, let's see. You never know what happens on this one, right? And here we go. Let's see what we got. I can't believe we haven't really hatched hardly anything with multiple genes, though. And it doesn't look like this one, well, no, it doesn't look like this one's any different. Looks like just another fireball python. So it looks like we've got 3 or 4 fireball pythons, a couple pastels, maybe a pastel fire, so a firefly. looks like they probably will all be heifer clowns. So that's the way it goes, guys. Still really cool to cut clutches, right? And again, we have some really cool we have so many great clutches coming, guys. So trust me, there'll be good days and there'll be bad days when you're cutting clutches of eggs. But nevertheless, we still had 7 beautiful babies in the egg.
Ready? Alrighty, guys. What is going on? So today, guys, we want to give you a little bit of an update and also give you guys the reason why we're doing so many updates with you. So I know a lot of you guys are probably watching this and going like, Bruce, dude, I get it. You're doing the same thing over and over again, and I really understand that can be a little bit contrived, a little bit of boring. But to be honest with you, this is a big reason why. And I know they maybe seem like small little pieces here and there, but we want to catalog this overall so you guys can always go back to this and take a look at it and watch how we went through our process of working with this animal and taming it down. That being said, let me show you guys where he's at right now. Let's give it a little bit of an update, and then we'll recap right afterwards. Let's get started. Come down, say hi. Pocket. I'm gonna sit right here and wait. Holy moly, man, it is really cool to see the progress that guy has since the day we had him. So as you guys can see that I don't necessarily try to force this subject too much. Similar like how I'm approaching the crocodile monitor, I don't want to sit there and go right at him with my hands. I want him to approach me, and as you guys saw there, he actually did this time. And this is starting to become a little bit more frequent because he's starting to realize that there's nothing to be afraid of here. I'm just here. I'm the guy that feeds you, bro. We're going to be cool together. We're going to be hanging out quite a bit. And it was a really good reaction. I couldn't be happier with how well he's coming along, and he's just coming down already, starting to look at us and stuff like that, and eventually get to a point where he's not afraid to get on me anymore. He's going to start getting to a point where he's going to be with me on the shoulders, and we're going to walk around and let everybody pet him as much as we like, and it's going to be awesome. I have really high hopes about him, and I don't want to go with any hardcore expectations, but I do want to have a goal to go to, and I think that's a good one to go to.
You guys may remember a while back, about 50-60 days ago, we had a huge day of ovulations. This is crazy, guys. I've never had a day like this. I mean, a big ovulation right here. We've got a big ovulation right here. Look at this girl. I mean, she's not even a big girl, but she's huge. And then take a look at this ovulation right here. It looks like it ate a rabbit. It's crazy. I mean, I've already come across probably 8-9 girls ovulated, and I've only gotten through 3 racks. I mean, that means 50 days from now is when we're going to see an explosion of eggs. But right after that kind of huge ovulation, we had a little lull. So we're actually kind of in that lull right now where for the next few days, we may not see ball python clutches. We still have probably about 50-55 clutches to be laid so far. So it's not like the season is over. But after that huge ovulations that's now all been laid, there was a few days that there wasn't any ovulations or sheds or anything like that. So I'm not expecting many eggs over the next few days, but we've got lots of clutches to cut and all that stuff. So don't you worry. And like I said, we still have 50-55 girls still left to lay this year. Guess what time it is? And we have this beautiful mosaic California king snake. This is her second clutch. So go ahead, get her out. Again, as always, we'll get her all cleaned up, fresh water, all that stuff. She is done for the year. She is ready for brumation here in just a few more months. And let's see what kind of egg she has. Really nice nice second clutch too. Beautiful fertility, absolutely wonderful. I love that. That's what you really want to see. And what that tells me is that Lori really worked hard even after the first clutch, because if you kind of fall off, the fertility really goes down. The fact that we're getting so much fertility from second clutches tells me that Lori worked extra hard, which is really good. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7 good eggs from that mosaic calicate. This is actually a second clutch from this Blaze Goini right now, or what they would call a blotch king snake. And again, these Blaze ones, when they hatch out, are bright red. Absolutely gorgeous animals. So I can't wait till these hatch out. Like I said, when they hatch, you'll be tripping out. And they typically hatch in like 50, 52 days, so a little bit quicker than most Klubers that usually take about 60 days, and looks like a beautiful second clutch. I remember her first clutch was really big too. Like, I think it was 19 or 20 eggs if I'm not mistaken. So let's just go ahead and get these eggs in here and we'll count them up. And this is definitely a lot of eggs. All right, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 good eggs. So that's going to be 33, 34, maybe even 35 eggs this year. That is incredible. And when these guys hatch out, you guys are going to love them. Remember guys, we now have in-person tours, we have virtual tours, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half hour, and hour-long virtual tours. You can go to thereptarium.com and if you want to book a tour virtually, we would show you around the zoo and have a good time. So thereptarium.com if you want a slot. Just wanted to show you that one clutch that we cut that was actually a pinstripe to a super enchy pinstripe, and they hatched out and there were some really beautiful results, I tell you what. So again, because it's a super enchy, everything is enchy. This is just a pin enchy right here. This is actually really beautiful. And again, what we found was that one of the animals, probably the female pastel, it was a pastel yellow belly, because this is definitely a pastel enchy yellow belly for sure. And then I think that this is actually a lemon blast enchy yellow belly as well, because it's got the flaming up its sides. A little hard to tell with that. Then we just have some kind of nice pretty enchies right here. Again, another beautiful pastel enchy yellow belly right here. So that was kind of a surprise. We didn't expect that. Another pastel enchy yellow belly right here. I mean, just look at the sides on that one right there. Ooh, dog it. I'm talking about that is beautiful. And again, because it's a super, everything's enchy, so we just have a normal enchy here. And then guess what? We have an enchy yellow belly here. So again, it's not the pastel enchy yellow belly, but just the enchy yellow belly. And then finally, we have a little bit of an enchy pinstripe here. So all in all, this was a really beautiful clutch. I mean, that enchy is a beautiful enhancing gene. The fact that there was yellow belly in it was kind of the surprise we were really excited about, so that we could produce some really beautiful, unbelievable animals like this one right here. I mean, oh my gosh, these things came out so incredible. And once they shed, get a little bit of size to them, whoo doggy, these things are going to be rippers. What do you got going on here?
Some weird stuff. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm hoping actually maybe it's like an IMG type gene,
oh
but
we'll
see. We'll see.
So check this out. This is ridiculous. So you said it looked like kind of like this?
Yeah, so originally it looked like this. I actually had it in a rack to sell.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad
and then I
did.
opened it one day and I was like, you look way different than you used to.
Oh my gosh, and that IMG is actually increasing melanin gene. So obviously this animal looks nothing like this animal, and that is one of the coolest geckos. If that thing is genetic,
I know,
oh my
it'll
gosh.
be cool if it even keeps getting blacker and blacker. But so this female, you can kind of see she's got a little bit of dark starting right there. And
So-
we'll see if
oh my
she
gosh,
keeps getting darker too.
And we got some babies from her this year?
Yep, we have some eggs incubating and we have a couple hatchlings
Oh my
already.
gosh, that's awesome. That could be a start of a new kind of cool project. So keep me posted, all right?
Yeah,
all
for
right,
sure.
Awesome. If you enjoyed this, I know you like egg cutting videos. Here's a playlist you can run through of a bunch of egg cutting. I think you'll enjoy that. If you don't mind, can you do me a favor? Right up here, you can subscribe to my podcast channel called Checking In. On this side, you can subscribe to this vlog channel. Please turn your post notification on. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.